running back. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In the red zone this time. They'll go with a keeper. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This is Logan. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Let's go!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. That one good for 21 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Brissett sets to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On third down, Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Let's go.
On first and 10, Brissett. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time. And now it's second down. In motion comes the tight end left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now Brissett. And he's got Will Tye complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Will Tye, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And his kick is good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The 49ers offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Let's go.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end, and it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. off as they run the counter play. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments. And
touchdown, Cardinals! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now it's Brinza to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go. Green.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 34 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run again with Logan. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Dancing to his left. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
First down, Brissett. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They run with Logan, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? To throw is Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. On the carry, it's Logan. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. More from the desert after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Brissett now. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Brenza to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They run the counter now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw is Brissett. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Set on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Will Tye, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They go play action here on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now here's a carry heading left. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A first down throw for Brissett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On play action, Brissett. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
In motion left goes a tight end. On third down, it's Logan, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Going to give this time to the tailback. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, now Garoppolo. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The son Reddick able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Ohio! Here we go!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd down following the run.
Ohio! Let's go!
Now they try the right side here. Room here to run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Brissett to throw on first. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he cuts. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. His throw incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands, and as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. What? Flex round. Flex round.
Here's Brissett. Caught right side, Gresham. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio. Ohio. Check 26. Check 26. Let's go. Let's go. Ohio. 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 Let's go. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 Flex round. Flex round.
On third down, that's Logan, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Play action. Garoppolo. Gonna let one fly for... He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now.
Garoppolo on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead is down to 20. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, Now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Throwing. Brissett. Fighting through pressure. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. They go play action with Brissett. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big gain of 31 on third down. Now a play fake here on first down. And Gresham has it left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jaron Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Let's go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Gets it to Gordon. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back now here on EA Sports. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense. I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And Robinson with a big catch. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the 49ers are going to get a first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open. open, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
No, check. Patriot. Detroit.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's round. Ohio. Here we go. Ohio. Let's round. Ohio. Here we go. What? Nothing. Let's round.
Now a handoff looking right. Ooh, with a juke. And shutting him off. Now open field. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals add on. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now it's Brinza to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third and short. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go. Back down to Philly. Here we go. Back down to Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And on 2nd and 10 now. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. To throw is Brissett. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
J.J. Nelson now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! 1-9! Ohio! 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 Here we go!
Now they try the right side here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Cardinals on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. As they run the counter play. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Play action now. Brissett. He's going to look deep down and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here.
Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round. Let's go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.